Colour is central to what I do, and unlocking spaces and creating stories. I'm a big storyteller. My name's Irene and my studio is Irene Studio. On the Square was born out of what I was doing within my practice already. I studied design in Ireland and I studied architecture here in the UK. My strapline is to create the undefined, so what I love about my work is I never know what's going to come my way. When I saw the house first, it was the windows and the shadows. Each window has incredible shadows that it casts. Like seasonally, I've been in this house for over the duration of a year and a half. So when the sun is low or the sun is high, it dances around the space. You'll be upstairs, you see it against the wall. I mean, it's this constant like friend that travels throughout the house and is always there. The colour started in Norfolk. I saw a palette of incredible samples. I actually thought it was artwork, and it transpired as a company called Fenwick and Tilbrook. The first one that I fell in love with was the Vintage Peony, which is in this room. Through the project, we were still talking about creating this bespoke colour, and for me, the staircase and the circulation was key to give it an equal footing as other spaces, because it's quite often overlooked. The colour of it's called Rosa Red, and Rosa Red comes from the name of one of the rose bushes in de Beauvoir Square. So the rose just felt really fitting within the story and, you know, giving it that central core in the project. The Irish roots and nod to Ireland is always very important in my work. Since I've lived here for about 27 years, there's always a reference back to home and to the makers. There's a glassware collection we have created with J Hill Standard. When we had the dig out for the extension, we found 4 glass items, which again reminded us of how life was quite simple. There was a jam jar, a milk bottle, an ink bottle, and a medicine bottle. So through many iterations working with J Hill, we focused on the milk bottle. And again, with the Playa scale and colour, we created a series of 4 vessels right up to a very oversized vase. We also kept all the fabrics from the house. So there was 3 bedrooms with patterned fabric, silks and satins. So we washed all of those and we brought them back through the use of textiles. So that started the conversation on how we can use stock that may not necessarily been used otherwise, and to utilize it in a place that was very much bridging the old and the new and respecting the past. I think it went also to utilising some of the old furniture pieces. We had an old bookcase in the library, which has come back as an incredible table by Rio. The story behind an upside-down chair is back to the Irish céilí, which is the dance. So when we have like a dance in the pub, the floors get cleared, the chairs go up, they get hung on the side, they get stacked. And along with this happening, usually a broom comes out and there's a dance to the broom. It's called the broom dance. So we were introduced to Michael Murphy, and he is based in Wicklow, and it had to be his hand and his craft to bring the chair together. I hope people visiting will see how you can have fun with restoration and interiors, and how you can be a bit bold with, you know, how you place furniture and items. Collaboration is really key. It's the only way I work. I think it's really important. And for the end user, yeah, I think the house has been brought back to life. It's a really happy place. It's breathing freshly now. And yeah, whoever that person is, I think they're going to really enjoy it.